name is Erika. I'm going to be assessing you today, and we're just going to find out a little more about you. And yeah, so I'm going to start off with, how long have you lived at your current address?
I've lived there for about 5 years.
Okay, and is this residence owned by you or your family?
Yes.
Yes. And when is your date of birth?
July 12th, 1985.
Oh, okay. What race would you consider yourself?
African American.
Okay. Do you have a religious preference?
No.
No. Okay. So this is kind of a strange question to start off with, but have you been in a controlled environment in the last 30 days, like jail?
No.
No? Okay. We're going to go over your medical status now.
Okay.
How many times in your life have you been hospitalized for medical problems?
Medical problems. I believe once.
Once?
Yes.
And what was that for?
I had a tumor in my breast, and they had to remove it, so I was just hospitalized for that. It wasn't overnight or anything.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. How long ago was this?
That was about 15 years ago.
And that was your last hospitalization?
Yes.
Do you have any chronic medical problems in your life?
No.
No? Are you currently taking any prescribed medication on a regular basis?
No.
Do you receive a pension or anything for a physical disability?
No.
How many days have you experienced medical problems in the last 30 days?
No.
You're lucky. Okay. Now we're going to talk about your employment status and just your support system, kind of. How many years of education have you completed?
I got my master's degree, so how many years?
Okay. Where'd you go?
I went to Riker.
Okay. Any training or technical education, trade school?
No.
Okay, do you have a profession, trade, or skill?
No.
No. Okay. Do you have a valid driver's license?
Yes.
Yes. And you have an automobile for use for yourself? Yes. Okay. What was your longest full-time job?
My longest full-time job, I worked as a hotel, the front desk.
Hotel clerk?
Yes.
And how long were you there for? Is this your longest job?
Yeah, I'm currently still there. I've been there for about 10 years.
Okay. Does anyone support or contribute to your support in any way?
No, just my husband.
So your husband does?
Yeah, just my husband.
Okay. Does this support, is it the majority of your support, or are you guys equal?
We're equal.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in the past 3 years, would you say your job has been full-time, part-time?
I work full-time.
Full-time?
Yeah.
Okay. How many days were you paid for working in the past 30 days?
How many days in the past 30? I believe. I guess I don't work Saturday and Sundays. I work Monday to Friday, so for the past 30 days I've been doing that. So.
Okay. So you haven't worked the weekend for the entire month?
No.
Okay. How much money did you receive from your job in the past 30 days?
About 5,000.
Any unemployment compensation, welfare, pension?
No.
No? Anything from your family, friends, your husband?
No, I just have health benefits, the regular.
Okay. How many people depend on you for the majority of their food or shelter? Or anything along those lines?
No, it's just really me and my husband. So.
Okay, and in the past 30 days, have you experienced any employment problems?
No.
to talk about alcohol use and drug use. In the past 30 days, have you used alcohol at all?
Yes.
How many days would you say?
I would say probably about 20.
20 days?
Yeah.
What about in your lifetime? How many years would you say you've been using alcohol?
I started drinking when I was 17. So since then, I've still been drinking.
Okay. What about to get drunk? How many days in the past 30 days have you?
In the past 30 days, I'm probably like about 15 out of the 20 times I've gotten drunk.
Okay, what about in your lifetime? How many years have you
How
drank?
many years?
How many years have you drank to get drunk?
Well, at first, when I started 17, it wasn't really like that, but the more I drank, so probably about when I was 20.
20?
Yeah, I'm 30 now, so about 10 years.
Okay. Have you done heroin?
No.
No. Methadone?
No.
Any opiates?
No.
Any barbiturates?
No.
Any tranquilizers, hypnotics, any along those lines?
No.
No. Cocaine?
No.
Amphetamines? No. What about cannabis?
Yeah.
Yeah, how many times in the past 30 days?
About 10.
10?
Mm-hmm.
What about how many years? How many years?
I started smoking when I was 15.
Okay. Is that like a daily thing or?
It used to be, now less because I have to work and things like that, but it used to be an everyday thing.
Okay. What about hallucinogens?
No.
Inhalants?
Nope.
Okay. Have you ever mixed more than one substance a day?
What do you mean, like alcohol and?
Yeah.
Yeah. Occasionally I'll drink and smoke.
Okay, and how many times have you done that in the last 30 days?
In the last 30 days, I think I've did that about probably 10 times.
So the last 10 times.
Yeah, I've drank
Okay.
as well, since I drank the majority of my time.
And have you done that? How many years would you say you've done that?
Well, since I started.
Only since you started? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Have you experienced any tremors with your alcohol?
No.
No? Have you ever overdosed on any drugs?
No.
In your lifetime, have you ever been treated for alcohol abuse?
No.
No. Drug abuse?
No.
No. Okay. In the past 30 days, how much money would you say you spent on alcohol?
I'd say about 400.
400?
Yeah.
And what about drugs?
Probably about 100.
100?
Yeah.
And that's only the marijuana, right?
Yeah, that's the only, I just smoke.
Okay. How many days have you been treated in an outpatient setting for drugs or alcohol? This is your first time coming to something
Yeah.
like this, right?
Yeah.
And have you experienced any alcohol or drug problems in the last 30 days?
No problems.
And did you come here because of the criminal justice system, or?
No, it's just not.
No.
Yeah.
It was voluntary, you decided yourself to come?
Well, my husband wanted me to come. He encouraged me to come, so, and he's been asking me, so I thought I'd finally. So.
Okay. Are you on probation or parole or anything?
No.
No.
Never been arrested.
No?
No.
Okay. How many times in your life have you been charged with the following? Disorderly conduct, driving while intoxicated?
Never been arrested, so never charged with anything.
Never charged, but have you done any of those things in general?
When I was younger, I drove a lot since I had my own car. Since I was younger, I would drink, and then I always think I was okay enough to drive, so I did that, yeah.
Okay.
Now, I usually drink at home. I don't have anywhere to go.
Okay. And in the You've never been incarcerated or anything, arrested or
No.
anything, right?
No.
Okay. And you're not awaiting any charges, trials? Nothing? Okay. And how many days in the past 30 have you engaged in illegal activities for profit?
Oh, no.
No?
No.
Okay. We're gonna go on to your family history now.
Okay.
Okay, so on your mother's side, your grandmother, has she had any alcohol, drug, psychotic
No.
problems?
Yeah.
What about your grandfather?
I didn't know my grandmother on the other side.
You didn't know him?
Mm-mm.
Okay. What about your mother? Does she have any alcohol problems?
Yeah, she drinks, but that's about it.
Yeah, she doesn't have do any drugs or have
No
any
drugs. No.
What about her sister, your aunt?
No, she didn't do anything.
And your uncle?
He drinks and he smokes marijuana as well. No.
No psych problems?
No.
And on your father's side, does your grandmother
No.
smoke or anything?
No.
Drink?
Nope.
What about your grandfather on your father's side?
My grandfather drinks, yeah.
He does drink?
But nothing else.
Okay. What about your father?
Yeah, he drinks as well.
So both of your parents drink?
Yeah.
And your father doesn't do any drugs or have
No.
any? What about your aunt on your father's side?
She drinks as well.
She has no drug problems or anything? And your uncle?
And he drinks as well. But no, nothing else.
What about do you have any siblings?
Yeah, I have a sister.
You don't have a brother?
No.
Does your sister drink or do any drugs?
No, she was always the good one.
Does she has no psychological
No.
problems then? No? Okay, so it seems like both of your parents seem to drink a lot and a lot of people on your father's side drink a lot. Do you think that could stem why you drink?
Well, I mean, I've always saw my dad drink, and my mom usually would drink wine and things like that, but my dad would always drink more, heavier things, I guess. So seeing that made me think that it was normal.
Okay.
Yeah, like it's something that I also wanted to try because I saw them doing it as well. So
Have they ever said anything to you about?
no, because they don't really know about how much I drink. Only my husband, because we live together.
Okay. Does he say anything?
Yeah, he's the reason why I'm here. He doesn't want me to drink as much, especially when I drink and smoke. It's just like I have to go to work the next morning. So he says it's unhealthy for me.
Okay. Okay, so you are married.
Yes.
How long have you been married to your husband?
I've been married for 5 years.
5 years?
Yeah.
Are you happy with your marriage?
Yeah.
Yeah. And do you live with your husband?
Yes.
Yes. Do you live with, like, either of your parents, or is it just you two in the house?
No, it's just me and my husband.
Okay. How long have you lived with these arrangements?
We've lived since we got married, so for 5 years.
5 years?
Yeah.
And you like the way that you live with him and everything?
Yep.
Well, that's good. Does your husband have a current alcohol or drug problem?
No, he doesn't.
No. Okay, and when you have free time, who do you usually spend it with?
I have just one close friend that, when I'm not with my husband, sometimes we go out for drinks and things like that to the mall. So
Okay, and are you satisfied with the way that you go
yeah,
out with
she's
him?
been my closest friend for a long time.
Okay. And you said she's your only close friend that you really have?
Yeah.
Okay. What about with your family, like your mother? How would you say your relationship with her is?
Well, she's always been kind of strict, and even now I'm 30 and she still feels like she has some type of hold over my life. So we've had always like a up and down type of relationship, but nothing too bad.
So you would say you have an okay relationship with her?
Yeah.
Okay. What about your father?
I've always been closer to my father because he's more understanding, so
Okay. And your sister?
yeah, we've always been close.
What about with your husband? How's your relationship with him?
He's like my best friend, so we have a great relationship.
Okay, and you don't have any children?
Nope.
What about your relationship with your friend?
It's great. She's been my friend for a long time. We haven't had any problems or anything like that, so
That's good.
yeah.
Okay, so in the past 30 days, have you had any serious problems get along with your mother?
No.
No. What about in your lifetime? Have you had any significant?
Well, yeah, I have one significant problem, but that was when I was 17 when I started drinking. She caught me, and obviously I was underage, and we had a big fight, and she almost put me out the house, but that was the major problem that we had.
And did you worked that out with her?
Yeah,
and
we worked it
everything?
out like soon after.
Okay, what about your father? Have you had any significant problems with him in the last
No.
30 days? What about in your lifetime?
No.
No, your sister?
No.
You never had any fights with your sister?
No, we always had a great relationship.
Okay. And your husband?
We don't have really fights. It's just more like I said about
Little
the
arguments?
exactly. It mainly stems from my drinking and the things I do. He just wants me to be the best, so
Okay.
that's basically where we get into our arguments.
Okay, so it's nothing
It's
crazy
nothing,
though?
no, it's
Okay. What about with your close friend? In the last 30 days, have you gotten any arguments with her?
no.
No. What about since you've known her? Have you gotten in any major arguments?
No, we've never gotten any arguments actually.
What about your neighbors or coworkers?
No.
Okay. Has anyone ever abused you? Emotionally,
No.
physically,
No.
sexually? And in the past 30 days, have you had any serious conflicts with your family?
No, everything's been good.
No. How about with other people outside of your family?
I believe I had like just something small at the mall, but it was just a regular it was a misunderstanding basically. But it
With
wasn't
who?
anything huge. Just somebody else who was shopping. It was like really crowded, so we bumped into each other. Just something like that, but it didn't go any further than words. So
Okay. What was it over? Was it just...
like I said, we bumped into each other. It was like just one of those things.
Okay. So how many times have you been treated for any psychological or emotional problems?
No.
Never?
Nope.
Okay. So you don't receive a pension or anything for psychiatric disability?
No.
Perfect. In the past 30 days, have you experienced any serious depression?
No.
No? What about in your life?
When I was younger, I used to suffer from depression a lot, but I grew out of it, I guess. I got older now.
Okay, what do you think stemmed it?
I don't really know. I guess, but like I said, with my mom, she was
Okay.
kind of hard on me, so I wouldn't have many people to talk to. My sister was younger at the time, and so it was probably because of that.
Okay. What about anxiety or tension?
No.
No. Any hallucinations?
No.
No. Have you had any trouble understanding, concentrating, or remembering?
No.
Have you experienced any trouble controlling violent behavior?
No.
No. What about thoughts of suicide?
No.
So you've never attempted it. Have you ever been prescribed medication for any psychological or emotional problems?
No.
No. Okay. Okay, well, that concludes our assessment for today. I really think that we can go from here and we can get you a treatment evaluation and everything. So I'm gonna go over everything with my supervisors and then we're gonna have you come back in about 2 days
Okay.
and we'll set up a treatment plan for you.
All right. Thank you.
No problem, thank you.